Hello and welcome to day 2 of my Solver, the Exit the Game calendar, advent calendar for 2022, the hunt for the golden book, where I shall be trying to solve day 2 of this calendar. I've already solved day 1. If you missed that, check the other video. But I'm also solving 2 other advent calendars this December too, and I solved some last year. But today is all about this. So first of all, this comes with a whole bunch of unlabeled days, and you have to find the next day each time you solve a puzzle. And in particular, it comes with 2 books, one which is full of hints and tips and the instructions, and also the storybook, which gives you the scenario for each day. So I don't need the hints and tips, I hope. But here's the storybook. That's the prologue I've already used. That was yesterday's, and here is today's, the 2nd of December. And now, unlike yesterday's, it's not just a story. There's also a banknote here, a promissory note it says, from Mr. C. Dickens, and it's Marley Gold, worth £1,000, and it's blank on the back, but clearly has cut out lines, so we're obviously going to need to be cutting that out for part of the puzzle. And I've just read this text, and it basically says that using the combination number you found from yesterday, you try various locked combination doors elsewhere in the village, and eventually you find one that opens, and inside there's a really antiquated scene with 2 old men. You ask them if they can help, but they look down your noses at you and say, "Golden book, bah, humbug. There was nothing of that sort here, my dear." Then they rudely turn their back on you. Now that could possibly mean to look at the back of this, but I think that's blank. So I think the next thing to do is to open the door. Right, so here we go. Let's get the calendar and open it up. And here we go. Now yesterday we worked out that door 2 was here. So the first thing we need to do is open door 2. So let's do that right now. Now it says we were expecting 1 riddle card on that sheet, and 1 riddle card is what we have. Riddle card B, that is what it said. So that's good. It's always good to have what you expect. And what does it say? £1,000. This IOU will put the code in front of you. This note, already somewhat old, you firstly cut and secondly fold. It's quite important I should say, the valley is green and the mountain grey. Smooth mountain and valley, place star on star, the code will appear where you are. Okay, so this is clearly mountain and valley folds. If you've ever done origami, you'll be familiar with that, I'm sure. But so we need to fold the banknote and then look at it in a particular way. And this code is written backwards, so maybe that's relevant too. Now sometimes what's inside the door is important as well. So let's just switch over to another camera. Right, so inside that room there is a man. That's the man we've just spoken to, I guess, or 2 men. One's the other side of a counter, and he's just looking. And what's above? Just a ceiling, and below, just the floor. Not much to say, is there? There's nothing much. I need to sort out that cable, clearly. There's not much on the right there, and then on the left, yeah, it looks like the room itself isn't very exciting today. Or perhaps it's just decorative. So let's go back and have a look at that sheet. Okay, so let's tear this out. That's probably torn out yesterday's one as well. Right, now I need to cut this out first, don't I? Although I say cut this out, but I mean, I'm sure I just need to cut it down the middle probably. And there are green and black lines. So I assume the green and black lines correspond with the valley and mountain folds that were referred to on here. Now it quite clearly says the black is the mountain, the green is the valley. Let's just make sure I've got this right way around. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? But the first outer folds are mountains. It would probably help if I folded this on the camera rather than just where only I can see, wouldn't it? I assume it's going to show certain letters or numbers. Well, maybe it's numbers, because at the end of the day, every code has to solve 2 or 3-digit number. So you can put it into the decoder and work out where the next day's door is going to be. Or I mean, sometimes you might manage to come up with some other way of converting a solution into that decoder strip. But that's basically the gist of it. Mostly they work like that. Okay, so I'm folding. I'm trying to do it neatly, whilst not taking forever. I mean, forever is probably unlikely, but you know what I mean. Right, here we go. Well, I can't say that's finished yet, but what happens if I look at it like this? How does this help me? This does look like the picture now, right? Actually, if I hold it this way, it looks like the picture, doesn't it? Yep. And there's clearly nothing on the back. Well, there's stars, but other than that, there's nothing on the back. So I'm looking for, I think, 3 digits. I don't think it connects with this text in any other way. No. And I don't think this helps me. The valley is green and the mountain's grey. Okay, so that's just referring to the colour. Smooth mountain and valley. Okay, I haven't read this very carefully. Smooth mountain and valley, place star on star. The code will appear where you are. Smooth mountain and valley, like that. Place star on star, so that's like this. Does that mean curve them? Or does it mean make them really flat? Place star on star, okay. I think it means fold it like that. The code will appear where you are. Ost. Goods. I feel that it should be this side because I can see 3 surfaces. And I think it must be 0, 5, 1 at the bottom here. Oh yes, look. Because that's why it's written like this. In fact, I don't think this is meant to be reflected at all. I think it's meant to just rotate it around to see that the code is 051. Okay, so 051 on my decoder strip is this. We'll soon find out if it's correct by looking on the calendar and seeing if following these arrow sequences takes us to this code on the calendar. So let me grab the calendar back. And we are currently here where the door is. And we need to go, according to this now, we need to go down. It's already a bad start, isn't it? Am I reading the code backwards? I mean, I can't go down. I'll be off the bottom of the calendar, just to be clear. So what does this actually mean then? I would say that's 051 at the bottom, but perhaps this is meaning to align the codes like, wait, that? Oh, it is meaning to align it like that. Okay, 150. Okay, fine. I was probably a bit slow there, but I mean, it's hard to be sure, at least until you compare against the calendar. 150. Now, hopefully this gives a more realistic possibility. So here we are at 2, and we go up, that's already better, and we go down left, and we go up left, and we should have plus, can you see that? No, not quite. Plus moon and Y. So this is day 3, and I feel confident enough to go ahead and write day 3 on that. There we go. So there we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then tune in tomorrow, if tune in is the right verb for YouTube, to my day 3 video when I will solve this door that I've just labelled tomorrow. And also check out my solves of other advent calendars. This year I'm solving 2 other advent calendars, a Ravensburger, was it Ravensburger? I have no idea. Escape the Submarine calendar, where you can find a link somewhere, it'll appear at the end of the video. And also I'm solving Around the Christmas Tree Jelly Bean Revealing calendar. And of course I solved another Exit the Game calendar last year, which was called The Mystery of the Ice Cave. So you might enjoy those videos too. But until then, take care, and I shall see you tomorrow, I hope. Bye.